mountains of Buenos Aires.
And the Portland Snowhawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Duggan.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Gonna run again here with Pollard.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Prescott going to change the play. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. is a live football.
Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still run the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
On play action, Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 21-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it again with Barkley. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Barkley. Touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too...
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play there, getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone.
Now they can't bring him down. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
3rd and 12.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Duggan looking to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Duggan now to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that's caught out wide by Cooks. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Kill! 47! Hey, 47! 26!
Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Duggan to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw is Duggan. He'll find Jones again, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the Buenos Aires 1st down.
Here we go!
Throwing, Duggan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, after the first quarter, it was just complete disaster for them. Everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Powering his way forward. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
46.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Fighting his way through contact.
Adoree Jackson on the return. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run with Pollard.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Looking to throw. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A gain of 9 brings up third and
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
47. 26.
To throw is Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
26.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second.
Now Prescott.
At the 30.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here we go.
Prescott off play action. This is caught. It's Cooks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Prescott. Open.
And I think the ball's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A gain of 16 yards.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
Duggan will look to throw this. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Dugan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On first down, Dugan.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Still fighting. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, kill!
Prescott now. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Duggan.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Damone Clark.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Duggan's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again to Pollard, running left.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be return zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Duggan looking to throw.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Duggan to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Option play, here's Pollard.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th on their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation.
And he coughed it up. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Duggan.
He dumps it off to Barkley.
Into space at the 45.
And all the way up to the 46.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Duggan now to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, Dragons.
To throw is Duggan.
Eluding the pressure right. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw.
Dugan.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go, 46.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought,